All right, sisters, got to talk about this. So, honestly, this picture is kind of what black men have been asking y'all to do for a while anyway. So, I think it's a great thing. I think, you know what? On one stretch, we've been asking y'all stop getting involved in everyone else's fight in the first place. And we meant that because it seems like y'all are always putting y'all boxing gloves on for everybody else and getting in the fight and trying to do this and do that and push this and push that. And nobody's pushing it back for you. Nobody pushes with you. Remember, white girls played y'all during the election this time around and every other time in history. And then you got the other women who just sit back and don't say nothing. So it's good that y'all decided, black women are going to sit back and watch and see what happens. Beautiful. Now, the bad part about this picture is black women saying we're going to sit back and watch the country burn. I need y'all to understand something about that concept. I think it's beautiful, but it's also kind of disingenuous because let's be honest, no other country is better for women, period, than America. Most of the stuff that women do over here in America, y'all will never get away with in another country. That's just what it is. I'm not jumping down on y'all. Like I said, this picture means y'all are willing to just sit back and cop out. I'm with it. I would love to see y'all just sit back and just let everybody else look stupid because it seems like every single time I turn around, black women are fighting for this and fighting for this and fighting for this. And yet nobody's fighting for y'all. And that's why I don't understand why this is the case. And I know what this picture is symbolizing. It's symbolizing, oh, Kamala lost, so now the country's screwed. Here's Donald Trump. But let's look at it from this perspective. Excuse me. We can finally pay attention to something that I don't think we've ever had the option to do before. We have a Republican president, Republican Senate, Republican House, and probably going to be a more Republican Supreme Court. If this country goes to hell in a handbasket based off of them being foolish, it's on them. The beautiful part about this whole thing is now we'll finally get to see who was real and who wasn't. They have the whole thing to themselves, not to themselves completely, but you get what I'm saying. So there's a twilight in this. If they decide to screw up, which they will, then we can say, well, y'all had a whole time in. Now let's bring in a whole group of Democrats. And if the Democrats screw up, then the truth was always there to begin with. Neither party gave a damn about black people in general. Like, that's the part that I really need y'all to understand. It was never about this female empowerment stuff. Because if it was, wouldn't most white women have voted for Kamala Harris? Kamala Harris? They didn't. Because white women know they benefit from the patriarchy more than any other race of women. And unlike y'all, white women are not going to trade white men or the patriarchy for feminism and independence. It's not going to happen. They can cry about the patriarchy all they want to, but they know they benefit from it and are absolutely protected by it more than every other race of woman. So we need to start to get it in gear and kind of bring it back to us and just stay out of the political field as a whole for a while and let these other people crash under themselves, because black people are the only people that are voting with no tangibles, no benefits, no economic gain. And unfortunately, black women, y'all are no exception from this problem. It's just vote blue. Let's vote blue. I lived in a house with a blue mother, lived in a house with blue families. It's always just vote blue, and it's only because the Republicans are racist. But we've never had any proof. And the real proof is things that we've seen going on is that neither party is particularly not racist, especially the Democrats. Both parties are racist as hell. If the Republicans are the right wing racist, the Democrats are the left wing racist. They are both umbrellas under white supremacy. So I get why this picture exists, because now y'all can literally sit back and say, we watched this happen and we warned y'all. But if I do think it's still a little disingenuous to want the fall of America to happen, because if that happens, a lot of things that you do actually benefit from won't exist anymore. So we really got to start being honest about this. Now, what I would love this picture to kind of lean into is black men and black women coming back to the table and talking about something to build our community, because we can do it. We just have to stop arguing with each other, stop bickering back and forth, and getting into the mix. Because it, like, the internet gender wars is crazy, and I will be doing topics like that. But the thing is, it's like, I'm so focused on this political stuff right now because the political stuff is a problem. It is way too many sisters, 92%, that are just like, we voted for Kamala because we don't like Trump. Let's be honest, it was never going to be her. I said this in the past videos. It was never going to be her. White women didn't even vote for her. And it's so disingenuous. I said this again. Y'all expected white women to do for a woman of color they wouldn't even do for a white woman 8 years ago. It's time to stop being in everyone's fight. It's time to stop separating yourself from us, and let's get this together. Because I'm with y'all. I honestly don't put my vote in. I don't want to sit back and watch these people collapse under themselves. But we built this damn place. We built this country. And we are at the bottom. We are the least respected. We're the least listened to. And we have been giving them our vote for free. Now, if they want our vote, they're going to have to do what they've been saying to us for decades. There will be change. There will be all these things. Because let's be honest, Biden said there was going to be all these changes for black people in 2020 when he got into the office. We voted him in. What happened? And then right around the time of the election, he said, I promise change for black people if I'm reelected. But you promised that in 2020, homie. You see what I'm saying? Y'all don't even ask them questions. So they're comfortable because they know you will always be there. Black people will always be there to get them the vote just so they can help out everyone else but us. And Kamala Harris was no exception. She was not a great choice. Honestly, they should have let Biden just lose. So that way Kamala won't have that big red dot on her head if she ever wanted to run in 2028. So honestly, black women, if y'all want to sit back finally for once in y'all lives and not do something, I'm with it. I'm just not with the hoping of the fall of America, because if America falls, which unfortunately shit's gonna hit the fan regardless, we as a community are the most vulnerable. We're the most vulnerable. We're easily targeted because we're the most separated. Asian people are going to get on code. White people are going to get on code. Indian people are going to get on code. Hispanic people will be on code. And it seems like we will not be on code when this happens. So I think what we need to do is sit back and focus on our community. I mean, I heard this girl on TikTok talking about Project 2025 for black people, Black Project 2025. I think it sounds fantastic. I'm seeing people over in Chicago starting to say, yo, the Democrats really been doing us dirty. And we're starting to get to this point where it is us starting to wake up. But it still needs to be more of us. I would say if we could get 30% of black people to wake up, I think we got a chance. Now, if y'all think I'm wrong, you are free to comment that down below. But black women, I'm telling y'all when I say this now, black men are really not your enemy. We are not your enemy. We say the things we say because we care. If we kept telling you these things of, oh, everything's great, everything's perfect, we'd be lying to y'all. And I'll do a topic on that eventually too. But yeah, I'm with it though. You know what I'm saying? I'm an advocate for the black family. I think black families are needed. I think we need to try, but just for once in our damn lives, try to have our moms and dads in the same house together. Stop making kids with whoever, men and women, and we need to build our communities up a little bit more nuclear. If we had a little bit more nuclear, I think we'd be good. Let's build our own stuff. Let's start working on a Black Wall Street in every city. It's successful black people in every city. We can get a Black Wall Street off the ground in every city if we wanted to. Let's put the money somewhere else and not put the money in Gucci, Louis, Armani, and all them old white people's pockets. Because let's be honest, the only real black person that get money out of us is Jordan. But let's put more black money into black stuff. Because I don't want to hear it. The hood got money. Because them Chinese stores, them hookah stores, and all them other stores get money off of us on a regular basis, and they still open. So we got money in the hood. We got money everywhere. We just disprioritize our money. If we really wanted to see the change that we've been crying about, black men and black women have to come together. For black women, I say this out of love. We really, really would like y'all to just stop fighting everyone's fight and just get on code with us. But you know, some people gonna say it's not worth saving. Maybe they right, but only time can tell us that. Only time can really, really tell us that. So let me know what y'all think down below. Hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. I'll see y'all on the next one.